This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, June 25th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a health call, reverse aging call tonight. We're going to hit on some key points and areas about the body. And we're going to redress the formula. And so it's probably a good idea that I have a couple announcements to make. We have believe it or not, all that's been going on this planet, if you would, look a little or feel a little bit up or higher in frequency, you start to realize that there's this massive shift and transition, and all those who are assisting, both on and off world, are all part of the one, the collective consciousness, all part of the one. So there's no separation. It's just that there are parts of the collective consciousness that are coming in awakened to assist with this massive transition on the planet. And when I talk about higher frequencies, you're not lifted into higher frequencies. You lift yourself into higher frequencies. And it starts with becoming aware, first off, of what's really happening and going on. And then at that point, it blossoms from there. So it's a collective transition. And many of us who are awake to a certain extent are moving with the understanding, which is really exciting, that we are collectively raising our vibrational frequencies into a whole new threshold of existence. Each of us have these bodies. And it's kind of ethereal, it's spiritual, and it's physical to a certain extent, but it's the crystalline spark inside each of us. This is the transition from a carbon-based unit to a crystalline-based unit. It doesn't mean we have a bunch of geodes growing inside of our bodies. I mean geodes, crystals, physical crystals. And this transition is the process of higher being, a higher being, which means that it doesn't mean that we're more powerful than anyone else. We're still the God. That's the body. And remember that the God inhabits the body. So it still means that even though you'll be a crystalline base, it doesn't mean that you're the body, you're the God in the body. The experience and be able to maneuver in a higher frequency, which you decided to bring yourself to. It doesn't come to you, you go to it. So in a way, it comes to you once you increase your vibrational frequency and you maintain it. Sporadically increasing your vibrational frequency, you're not going to go there because it's off and on, off and on, off and on. It's like a light switch, off, on, off, on. But when you get to the point where you can sustain it for longer periods of time, then you're literally, it's there for you to step into. And that's what this is all about. A lot of people believe that there is this all force that's going to come in and shift everything. We're the force, all of us. And the awakened ones are the key force, the primer for this transition here on this planet. It includes everything. And it includes every species. And it includes every civilization. So it's not just us. We have a profound effect because we are the ones on this planet who are helping with the transition into higher frequency. So you're going to find that you will become much less and eventually just fade out this frequency, this 3D frequency. And that's what this is all about. You know, the shenanigans of all of the lower dark matter, survivor matter frequencies are dissipating. They can't sustain themselves, or are you leaving it because of your discovery of maintaining a higher vibrational frequency of deep eternal love, gratitude, and peace? It's up to you. And it's up to every one of us. And it is all about you. And it is all about every one of us. So it is a journey, and this is part of our journey. And the journey is endless. So this is why we have each other, so that we learn from each other and we teach each other. And we learn from ourselves. But this is the glue, this is the key for our continued advancement and journey in existence as divine perfection in these bodies. So you picture yourself, and it's all about opening up everything. That you're worthy of all the love that is possible. You're worthy of it. You're not unworthy of it. And it's a great love which is inside each and every one of us. It's massive. And it's warm, and it's healing, and it's nourishing as the golden sun above us. So when we begin to really, truly bring our attention to this great love inside each and every one of us, you can imagine, you can visualize, there's a golden shower of healing light coming down from the sun right now. And it's an energy. And you can picture it coming into the top of your head. And better yet, you add the meditative sphere and the crystalline tower. And you combine all these energies, and you have them cascading right through the top of your head, all the way through you. And you feel it. And you feel it flowing down into your brain, quieting all the chatter inside. All the light, and allow the light to move deeper into you, into your heart and soul. And then allow your heart to expand and let the sunlight fill your whole being. Let the most gentle, soothing, warm sensations flow all throughout your bodies. Keep allowing the sunshine to flow and melting any shields around your heart. Let all walls within you fall down and dissolve away. And be free to experience the joy that is possible in this moment of your life. And let your heart expand and allow an all-encompassing love to fill your whole being. Allow gentle, soothing, warm sensations to flow throughout your entire body. Trust this softening. Know that it will lead you into the greatest love. Simply choose to relax and rest deeply into this light, soft, expansive feeling. Any rigidness inside does not stand a chance. Simply choose to relax and rest deeply into this light, soft, expansive, sunshine feeling. Any cold, hard, rigid memory inside you from your past must melt in the divine presence of the infinite sun. This is a loving energy, and it will melt it down and spread like wildfire through all your relationships. And this light of love will free all of us from any difficulty we've been creating. And we create the difficulty. Practice softening yourself and letting in this light-loving feeling, and do it. Just do it. And you'll soon understand everything you need to know about love. This energy, and visualize it however you see it and feel it. The air, the atmosphere, is filled with them. It can't spread because it's everywhere. All it can do is keep expanding. And in actuality, it's in all existence, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This loving energy will saturate all of us, free us from any difficulty we have been creating. And if our lives have been extra challenging recently, notice where you still are holding on to protective armor around your heart. What exactly are we all protecting? What is our defense strategy about? And we're all curious, so we investigate and be curious and experience what we're holding on to. Explore why you need to defend an infinite soul who will never die. Explain that to yourself. Understand, why do you need to defend an infinite soul who will never die? Which is you. Really, what are we all truly protecting? Our bodies, our ideas about who we are, our possessions, our morals, our values, our home and country. All these things will one day disappear. Find that which does not change or disappear. Find that which does not change or disappear. The soul. The light of our being. Try holding on to the infinite being that you are instead. That is what is real and will bring you true love and happiness. We do not need to protect or defend an infinite soul, a divine perfection, who will never, ever, ever, ever die. Don't worry about protecting. The universe is always, always, always taking care of each and every single one of us. Our lives are not about defending or protecting. It is so much more amazing than that. When we practice softening ourselves and letting this light feeling in, we'll understand. Just imagine the sunshine is melting away shields around your heart. Imagine the atmosphere, the golden light. Let all the walls within you simply melt away. And you can watch it through your heart mind's motion picture. Be free to experience what is in this moment of your life. The greatest feeling of love and freedom is easily found within each of us. It is not far away. And when we take some time to truly slow our lives down and soften, it will happen. It will not happen when you are totally absorbed into this three-dimension, three-frequency world. It is to slow down, truly slow down, and take some time and soften. Relax. Ease yourself. Listen to the sounds of nature or the total silence around you. Let the silence of the sky penetrate your being. Let go. Feel everything that is around you. Relax into the stillness beneath the mind. And this sacred experience will definitely find you. And the more relaxed and at ease you will become about everything. Start off just for today. Give yourself permission to be soft, to be vulnerable, just so that you may feel loved. Relax into the stillness beneath this busy, scattered mind that we all have, and rest deeper into this sacred, quieting experience. Love will find us by becoming more relaxed and at ease about everything. The greatest feeling of love and freedom can be easily found within each of us all day long. When we take some time to truly slow our lives down and soften, that's when it will happen. Trust this softening process. Know that it will lead you into the greatest life that you were born to live. When you realize the brilliant divine being that you are, that we all are, we will stop worrying about protecting. We will know that this universe is deeply intelligent and it is always taking care of us. We will relax, trust in each moment, each conversation, and reveal our life purpose, which is to learn how to let in love 24 hours a day. You ask yourself, are you ready to manifest an amazing life? It has always been ready for you. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure that we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. That's where it begins. To be able to master your body at will, just at any time, relax it. So you get into the habit and the understanding, you don't carry anything with you, not for long. We do all carry things, but when we become more and more understanding about ourselves, we won't carry them long. They'll come in, we'll review them, we'll let them go. And that gets us on track of not manifesting and creating turmoil, stress, fear, anxiety, all of those things that none of us are exempt from, to start flooding in. We won't be in the habit of creating that. We will move into a higher frequency by choosing to let love in and to allow the body just to relax completely. Not synthetically, but genuinely, naturally. So when you know when your body relaxes, you're not thinking. You're really not thinking about anything. You're just being. And we've all been there, where you just kind of stare off, but you're not staring. But you're not hearing anything. And have you ever noticed that the mind chatter that we all are presented with 24/7 goes away? And you've also noticed that the thoughts that keep flooding in aren't flooding in anymore. Because when you relax the body, you literally dispel dis-ease, fear, all of these things that we're all literally embracing 24/7. And what are we embracing? The thoughts. And what are the thoughts? They're not ours. What are they? They're programs. The more we understand, it's crucial for all of us as civilization in order for it to evolve. The more we understand about ourselves, about the gods that we are, the more we will progress in a higher and higher and higher frequency. The more we will enter different frequency existences. I think most of us are realizing, if not all of us, that it's no longer a place to be. This 3D Earth. It's no longer a place to be. So we literally are moving away by stepping into higher frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. So your body relaxes. And you move into the now, which stills the ego, the mind, and the subconscious mind. You're not in them. It's a great feeling. And if they try to convince you to come back, you turn to them and say, mind, ego, I love you both, but you're not in command here. See? And you'll know it when you say that to yourself. You'll feel it. And guess what they do? They're not there. And they come in again, you do the same thing. Because the mind and ego doesn't want you to be in the now. Because it knows that if you're in the now, it won't have mastery over you. What we're doing in this transition is literally, we are mastering our thoughts. Okay? Crucial. Where we then get to the point where we literally generate our own thoughts. That's exciting. Some of us, we all reminisce. It's fun, isn't it? We reminisce about memories. We have memories. We kind of embrace them and we go over them. And, you know, that was a great time. It was fun. Wish we could do that again. You know, not all of them are great. We don't really visit the lower frequency ones that much. But we don't stay there. But some of us do. Some of us will do. They'll stay in that past. Dank, just dead, elephant graveyard. Nothing that's living in there. Just fog, mist, stillness in the air. And then they'll stay there so long that they take that past, which is dead, and they drag it into a future that doesn't exist, and they create that future from that dead past. Right? And they relive that past in that future. So they, that's why they constantly say to themselves, why is it that they're always in the same place no matter what they try to do? That's why. Others of us will go into a future that doesn't exist because we get hurried. You know that feeling, don't you? Hurried. Where you feel for some reason, and this can happen any time during the day, morning, or night. It's a little, tiny little feeling, and then you feel hurried. And then you find almost like you're a robot being controlled. And oh my God, and you keep moving around faster, faster, faster. And it's really when you get a chance to look at the body when it's doing that, you kind of chuckle because it's so funny. But the now is the power. The now is really all we have. The now creates the future. It's just space between heartbeats. So whatever you're doing, in the moment, in the now, that's what you're focused on. Now, it sounds easy, doesn't it? It sounds just like a cinch. Try it, though. I'm sure you have. And you find out, wow, see how long you can sustain being in the now. In other words, only focusing on the moment. Nothing else. It's quite interesting what you experience. Wow, this isn't as easy as I thought it would be. I keep bumping off, I keep going off in other directions. It's just crazy. Even though I know I'm going off in other directions, I still go off in other directions. So that's why we become more and more mindful of our thoughts. And to understand that all of us are one. That doesn't eliminate our individuality. And the individuality is what? Ego. Ego is individuality. The need to be individual. The need to use I. The need is all ego. The insecurity of the civilization, because they haven't discovered who and what they are. Now, are you I or are you of? Think about that. Are you I or are you of? Of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. Of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Or do you say, I am from? I is the ego. Wanting, exercising to be an individual. Do we have our own thoughts in the collective consciousness with the God? Or are they all generated as programs to literally control us and keep us away from discovering who and what we are? And the primer to our ascension is to practice being in love 24/7. And we're not talking about romantic love. This is a much higher love. And to sustain that. Try it even for a minute with yourself. Try it for a minute and see what happens. You'd be surprised. You'd be sitting there and you'll go, wow, I was only 10 seconds on that. I'm already off into other things. See, because if you don't master the body and all the emotions, then it will master you. If you don't master the ego mind, then it'll master you. And when the ego mind masters you, what do you think happens? You can't ever get enough in this life. Whatever it may be, always got to be more and better, more and better, more and better. But when the ego and the mind start to understand that you're the master, that you're the commander, that you're in charge, they take the back seat. They don't interfere anymore. Because we're all of the one. We're all of the God. From the God. We are all of love. This is just part of our discovery in this journey. It's very important for all of us. But it's up to us to choose. You can feel right now, all of us gathered, off-world and on-world, we will release a massive beam of showering, golden, white light. Now, we're all suspended in the atmosphere in And watch this for your heart, mind's motion picture. And we're above the planet. And we're all consciously aware. So this transitional, massive waterfall of golden white light, golden white pink light, sparkling, and all those colors that are just absolutely so vibrant that you've never seen the depth of those colors like this before. And it's emanating from all of us. It's like we have these robes, these cloaks that are all sparkling and glittering, and we have this golden white aura surrounding all of us, and we are literally just waterfall, just saturating, flooding the entire planet with this God love energy. And see how you feel, because you're being saturated too. And take breaths in through the nose and out the mouth. Easy. Feel it through the heart mind. You'll feel an uplifting starting from your feet. And then they'll start working its way up, all the way to the crown. Energy at the top of your head. It's not really a tingling, but it's such a good feeling, a good energy. It's so deep, and you feel it as it continues to move easily up to your knees, and then you feel it in the thighs, and you feel it in the root chakra, and then the sacral chakra, and you feel it as it starts to come up the waist, up your stomach, and it's 360 degrees around your back and your spine, and it continues to move. And you can feel this almost, it's a divine, perfect love. And the energy is immeasurable. And you can feel it just saturating and moving up through the body, inside and out. And you're breathing. You're taking your nose, you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you do this, and it's moving. But does it leave behind? No, it's there from your tip of your toes, bottom of your feet, as it continues to move. It illuminates the whole body. Massively powerful. This is saturating all the negatives, all the pain, all the sorrow, all the fear, all the anxiety, all the hate, all the anger. And those are all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, and they're being vaporized. They're vanishing because of our discovery that we are the God, force, love, light, energy. We all are. And none of us are higher than the other because we're all parts of the one. That's the ego talking. Well, you're better than them. You're more powerful than them. That's the ego. That's the mind. None of us, seriously, and ask yourselves this, do you really think that you have anything to prove? Really? Do you believe that you're supposed to perform? to the society, to the social structure of the 3D Earth. What's in that body of yours is divine perfection. The answer to all of those is no. You're it. You're the God. You're the love. And then you begin to understand is that it isn't about the body. It's about you understanding that you're divine perfection in the body. Then you shine that divine perfection over all that there is, ever has been, ever beyond, and forever. You shine it because you know what it is. Watch what happens wherever you're at. Even if you're just by yourself in your dwelling. You can do it from anywhere. That's how powerful we are. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose, and an easy breath out through the mouth. Easily and slowly. If you follow the thoughts, the master has become the servant. If a man tarries in his stage long, he enters the world of illusory desires. The master has to be claimed back. We have to choose to be the master, not the servant. And what is the mastery? To be a witness is to be a master. To be a witness is to be a master. Just watch those thoughts. Utterly calm and quiet. Watch. Let them come. Let them go. Let them arise. Let them disappear. We simply take note. The thought is arising. The thought is there. The thought is gone. And soon, we will all come to a point where they arise less and less and less. And then one day, the gap, all thoughts have disappeared. And that gap, the first experience of God. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening at night, and into the following morning. And we will return here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for our reverse aging health call. And tomorrow, Saturday, June 26, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation